Quit talking about it. Hello, you all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well, I wanted to come on here today and talk about quit talking about it in the sense of quit always talking about your problems. Now, when I come on here, I'm basically just giving you my views and opinions on how I live my life. I never give suggestions. I never give advice. It's just how I live my life. So quit talking about your problems applies to my own life. Well, I'm very, very selective in who I talk to about my problems, when I talk to them, and the amount of time that I spend talking about them. And I'm always solution oriented. We all get problems, we all have them. And yet, some people live their life as a problem. All their conversations are about problems. You know, when we first meet somebody, it's often about fun and doing things together and laughter and having a great time. And then people get married and they have children and they have jobs and they buy a house and they have expenses and they go in debt. And then their relationship goes from being fun to just talking about problems. Every time the husband and wife get together, it's problems, problems, problems. Let's talk about our problems. Well, that can wear a relationship out really, really fast. And so even with my husband, the way I do it with him is we set aside a time specifically to talk about problems. And we talk about it with a solution in mind. We're not going into the relationship to complain. We're not going into the conversation to complain. We're going into the conversation to come up with a solution. And then when we have come up with a good plan, we quit talking about it and we implement that plan. Because if our relationship is only about talking about problems, it's going to wear on that relationship. I make sure that my relationships are well balanced. Yes, there's a time and place that we have to talk about problems, but I always make sure that it's with the people that are involved, that it is solution oriented, and that I have competent people surrounding me. Because if I share my problems with everyone, first of all, not everyone has my best interest at heart or our best interest at heart. Number two, not everyone is qualified to help me. So if I share my problem with someone who is well-intended but not capable of helping me, they can actually mess me up with their well-intended suggestions. So I'm very careful who I discuss problems with. And I'm very selective in how I do it. And I don't want my relationships to be all about problems. That if I get together with a girlfriend, all we do is talk about our problems. I don't want to do that. I want to talk about other things. I want to talk about fun. I want to keep my relationships well balanced. So if you're a person that's always talking about problems, you may want to take a look at that, because that's not always the best kind of conversation to have ongoing with people that we care about, because it can push people away rather than pull them towards us. And so for me, like I said, I'm very selective in the amount of time that I give to a problem, and I'm very selective with whom I talk to about the problem, and I'm very solution oriented, and I make sure to keep my relationships well balanced with a lot of positivity to them. Okay? Well, I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. May God bless you, and I hope to talk to you all soon again. Bye-bye.